He gives me mechanic vibes, so like he'd be super uncomfortable if he was changing your oil. Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina, and today I'm here to roast Ateez's I'm the One outfits. Because though this is kind of objectively one of their best styling eras, there are still a few questionable choices that I'd love to bring your attention to. But before we get into this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and share it with friends you don't have. And make sure you do so before I get Ateez mad again. I had my Ateez card revoked, but I made it up by accidentally buying 6 versions of Fever Part 2. But luckily, they still have nothing on XOLs. I'm still waiting for the next fandom to take this title. Leave your guesses in the comments below. A little bit of a disclaimer, this is all for fun. I'm roasting pieces of clothing and not the idols themselves. So if you have any grievances, please feel free to fight me in the comments. So like I said earlier, this is probably one of Ateez's best styling eras. They offered a lot of variety. They did offer some consistency, but they played around with it quite a bit, and they did not do many boring outfits, if any at all. From pink velvet to purple velvet to black velvet to denim. But we'll get into all of that. But first, let us start with the end. How poetic. So this is their last stage on SBS Inkigayo. So these outfits feature black latex and orange leather, and it was honestly really nice style-wise. Rather than the typical Halloween vibes that I kind of get from these colors together, I was getting fireman chic. The way these outfits were cut in particular just offered a nice variety, a nice little touch, from knee cutouts to shoulder cutouts to chest cutouts. But it was a lot of fun, very second gen of them, which I think actually throughout a lot of these outfits, they did offer those second gen inspired vibes. But anyways, I'm going to share with you guys my favorite outfit from each stage, as well as my least favorite outfit from each stage. So for this one, my favorite outfits have to be Wooyoung and Yeosang's outfits. I think Wooyoung's outfit is just the right amount of simple while still being interesting enough. He gives me mechanic vibes, so like he'd be super uncomfortable if he was changing your oil. While Yeosang's outfit is like the complete opposite. It's a lot busier, it's a lot more complicated, it's cut in very interesting ways. We have these hanging elements. I think it's really the most intriguing actually. And actually I don't think I can pick a least favorite. I think they're all pretty nice in and of themselves. I think maybe Jongho's outfit was a little bit underwhelming, but still like the materials they used was still pretty interesting. Overall, I do think these are quite top tier outfits. Moving on to these super cool M Countdown outfits. These feature pink velvet outfits with black accents. And though I'm a sucker for velvet, I can't help but think that these just really don't match the theme whatsoever, like the I'm the One theme. Because you're playing with like this element of fire, right? You just expect a certain amount of grunge, and these feel very put together, very formal. Like again, they're nice, but I would have expected something a little bit more badass. And in fact, these outfits feel like they would have really fit a stage for Take Me Home, which they didn't fucking do. F in the chat for all the Take Me Home enthusiasts. I don't know what F in the chat means. I shouldn't say things I don't know what they mean. Otherwise, I think they're really nice outfits. They give me like retro couch vibes. And they definitely as well also go on like their higher end of outfits. As for my favorite outfit, I think it has to be hands down San's outfit, because the rest of them kind of look like ringleaders, but he just looks really classy. So by default, my least favorites are Seonghwa and Jongho's outfit, because that draping of their blazers is really not my cup of tea. Now I have these music bank outfits, which feature some leather and some tan colors. And I can't say that I hate them, and I actually think they fit the theme fairly well. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that Seonghwa's outfit is hands down my favorite. I know like I made fun of his reverse chaps. You know, like I feel like chaps are usually like you wear jeans and then you wear leather chaps to like, I don't know the use of them. Something about motorcycles or horse riding. But this time it's just really intriguing to me because it's like the opposite. It's like leather pants with jean chaps. The fact that he's wearing leather and then denim on top seems very uncomfortable to me, and it makes me feel a little bit weird. But I actually don't hate it that much. It's my favorite outfit. I love the color of his shirt. I love the way that the jeans fit as well. It just offers a different shape and I like it. But then we have like elements like Yuno's cinched in waist. Like I'm not opposed to a cinched in waist moment, but at the same time it's like it feels like it's like cutting off his movement. So his outfit along with Wooyoung's outfit are my least favorites. I just don't understand what they were trying to do with Wooyoung's outfit. Like the hat isn't it for me. I just no. And you know, since we're here, my last grievance is with Jongho's coat. Actually, you know what? Yeosang's half pant leg thing is also not working for me. I take it back. I kind of half like this stage. But let's actually move on to their showcase outfits. Now, I did give them a lot of shit in the past for having just like so much denim, but luckily, like, I feel like the lighting and just like the overall vibe actually really isn't that bad. It just feels very cohesive, and I'm just glad that they at least tried to do something interesting with the denim. It's not just like a plain denim stage. Wave can't relate. Wave era used way too much goddamn denim. I said what I said. And they have like somewhat become one of the sets of outfits that are the most recognizable. Like, you look at these outfits and you're like, oh yeah, I think maybe San contributed to that with his crop top, but I don't know. I just feel like these are quite recognizable outfits, quite iconic outfits. Again, we have reverse chaps. I'm not too mad about that. I'm like really intrigued by them. Looks like a destroyed leather couch. I'm not mad about that. I feel like sometimes there were some couch vibes in these performances. Overall, I do think that these outfits are super cohesive together and they tell a really nice story. My favorite outfit, of course, has to be San's outfit. I feel like it stands out the most. It's the most innovative. I'm not saying everyone needs to show skin. I think that puts a lot of pressure on people, especially for girl groups as well. But Seonghwa's outfits are definitely like an example of, the idea of showing skin without actually doing it. Having chaps, but of course having pants underneath. So it's like you do have that cutout, you do have that level of interest, but you have something underneath. But Hongjoong's outfit is my least favorite, and I just feel it's because they didn't put a lot of effort into it. Like I said before, they did try to do enough with the denim to make it interesting, but for him, it's just like a plain light wash denim jacket. And they left it at that. Moving on to this MBC stage. So this is another set of outfits that felt a lot more formal, felt a lot more put together, a lot less grungy than I would have expected for I'm the One. So we have these black suits, but what really stands out is, of course, the black velvet. And it's really the black velvet that comes and saves the stage. Otherwise, I think it would have been really boring. But that velvet adds like a different type of texture, a different type of shine that I think really stands out. But again, a little bit too formal for their theme. But can you just imagine velvet chaps? Just putting that idea out there. Again, I do think San's outfit is the one that offers the most intrigue, again, because of his titty sling. I saw someone call like the style of titty sling, and I have not been able to stop calling it that. And his trousers are also super interesting as well. Seonghwa does have like shoulder cutouts, but I just feel like it's not enough. Again, velvet chaps. Just an idea, but otherwise the stage looks super clean. They all looked really amazing. It just didn't really fit the theme. And I keep seeing on TikTok that there's this rule that you're only allowed to show one nipple on stage. I don't think I believe that in the slightest, but like surely that's not a rule that ever existed in second gen. But that doesn't really make sense to me. And I'm pretty sure I've seen two. Pretty sure. As for my least favorite outfit, it has to be Yuno's outfit. I feel like this deserved sleeves. So now we have this Inkigayo stage, and right off the bat, I'm getting Answer vibes. I think mostly because of the colors. I think they played quite a bit, or at least in one stage, they played a lot with like this brown color. But again, we're playing with this theme of grungy leather, and I really like it. But I do have a couple of grievances. So, number one, San's coat makes him look like that guy from the Umbrella Academy. Do you know which guy I'm talking about? It looks too bulky and almost too uncomfortable, like it's hindering his movements. I'm not into this. Grievance number two, whoever styled Hongjoong really needs to spend some time in YG's dungeon as a timeout. This is not okay. For the hairstyle, a lot of us, let it slide under the rug that it was high fashion. I can't keep making excuses anymore. This is just taking it too far. Otherwise, surprisingly, my favorite outfit is definitely Seonghwa's outfit. I love the loose fit of the top paired with the leather pants, and it just looks really cool. As for my least favorite, it has to be a tie between Hongjoong and San's outfit. There's just some weird, questionable things going on here. So let me know in the comments down below which one you think is actually the worst. But moving on to this stunning M Countdown stage, this is definitely one of the sets of outfits that will go down in history. We have shiny Seonghwa. We have not quite a crop top. San, what would you call this? It feels quite early 2000s, before crop tops were a thing. People had low-waisted pants and would show that part of their stomach. So I love that retro feel to it for sure. I just think there are so many things about the stage that are perfect. Well, almost. I just think there are so many elements in this stage that make it so cohesive, that make it so, recognizable. Just the red and the black. Amazing. So obviously my favorite outfit has to be San's outfit. It's definitely the shirt for sure. The way the shirt fits him, the way the shirt kind of wraps around him, I think is stunning. However, Wooyoung was definitely done dirty. It's not that the outfit looks terrible, it's just the least interesting outfit out of everyone. I don't like, there's not anything that's really intriguing to me. Like when you're comparing it to all the other outfits, like especially Chinese Honghwa with his fucking cutouts, it's just very underwhelming. Now we have the show outfits, which features more or less the same outfit for each member. So we have these black outfits with white accents and white strings hanging down, which flow quite nicely while they dance. I don't think I have much to say about these outfits. I think I feel quite neutral about them. For whatever reason, they give me NCT 127 Kick It vibes. I feel, did they have a similar stage who also had titty slings? I think that's where people get the one nipple rule. I just don't believe that it's a thing. Otherwise, pretty cohesive. I don't really have a favorite or least favorite because they're more or less the same. So this next MBC stage, I appreciate that they're expanding their horizons. They did black and white leather outfits, but I have to admit, the cut of every single one of these outfits offers, you know, some level of interest for sure. They're not just plain black and white suits, they're interesting. They even gave Jongho something super interesting, you know. He's not just wearing a long coat anymore. He's wearing something that, like, you know, it cinches in his waist. His white blazer is cut super short. He's still covered up, but at the same time, like, that's interesting, right? It's not just the same thing over and over again. My favorite outfit this time is Songhwa's outfit. I love the way that the leather is wrapped around him. I love the cutouts. But my least favorite has to be Yuno's outfit. I appreciate, you know, the way that it's cut, but at the same time, it gives me very 70s vibes. Like, this random 70s man was placed into this stage, and it looks a little bit weird. Like, just by having the same colors and materials and stuff, he feels surprisingly out of place. Moving on to the show outfits, again, another set of super remarkable outfits. That's what I mean when I say this is their best era for styling. I mean, there are so many outfits that you can look back on and be like, these were the best. No, actually, these were the best. Well, actually, there's so many choices. Whereas for answer, I can like think back on two stages. The like brown stage, which was featured in the music video, which had blue velvet, and then the actual blue velvet stages. These outfits actually remind me of their album cover, and it gives me some retro vibes. Like, I don't know, this feels quite familiar, this pattern, but I don't know how to put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. In terms of my favorite outfits, it would definitely have to be between Hongjung and San's outfits. Again, they almost always gave San very interesting cuts. But for Hongjun's outfit, it's just the fact that the entire print is all over his body. I think it looks nice. Because the pattern was so loud, I feel like for some members, they didn't really put an effort into making, you know, the cuts really interesting. So I think maybe Wooyoung and Yuno's outfits were maybe my least favorites. But I mean, they all looked really nice in these. Okay, moving on to another MBC stage, which features leather and purple velvet. Jongho once again got an outfit that was fun. That's not just like a plain coat. He got like a leather suit, which I think was really interesting. Now, I do like MBC because they don't falsely copyright claim my videos, but I do have one grievance, and that's the fact that their lighting is bad. So I just feel like we couldn't really see the purple velvet all that well. Like, the stage lighting was just too dark. But they did have really interesting outfits. So I don't know who I would pick as my favorite and least favorite. Songhwa had like entirely purple velvet outfit. Hongjun's outfit was also really interesting. Yeosang's outfit interesting as well. Jongho had a fully leather outfit. So I don't know. You let me know your favorite and least favorite for this stage. Moving on to these music bank outfits, where we have, again, leather, but this time we're playing with a very vivid snakeskin pattern. I think it's another instance where like the pattern is so vivid that they don't pay too much attention to giving everyone super intriguing outfits because the pattern itself is pretty interesting. But again, I feel like I'm a broken record. Songhwa's outfit stands out quite a lot, but this time I actually think Wooyoung's outfit is nice too. Like, it's really simple, but it feels like the placement of the yellow snakeskin was very intentional, and I appreciated that. And actually, my least favorite outfit is San's outfit. You know, I do appreciate that they strayed away from the titty sling and tried something different, but again, just like the cut of it doesn't feel the most intentional to me, so it's my least favorite. Also they had to film like a show after this in these outfits, and he looked super uncomfortable. He kept covering his stomach and like pulling his shirt down. I'm like, just give him just somebody give him a coat or something, like, please. Which is another thing I wanted to point out. I do really appreciate that they didn't, you know, that they gave him a variety of clothing as well, that they didn't always show his abs. I can imagine that's a lot of pressure, so I appreciate that as well. But they could have fucking given him a coat or something, like, god damn. Okay, so now I do need to point out, after all of this time, one of their worst stages. I know, like, and it's from the show. I don't even know how to begin describing this. It feels like fake grunge. It feels like they tried to do something grungy, but the clothing looks a little too new, a little too polished to really give off that vibe. Seonghwa's random hood, I personally don't get it. I do appreciate the looser fits that they played around with. That's like my favorite type of fit, but otherwise, like, it's not a stage that I like in the slightest. I mean, Hongjoong probably has the nicest outfit, but it also is like the simplest outfit. Like, there's not much to it. Moving on to this music bank stage, I have to say it gives me twice TT vibes. If TT was a grungier song. What do you think of that analogy? I think it gives kind of futuristic vibes, a little bit high fashion at the same time. You know, it's quite simple, but still packs a punch. Jungkook got the worst outfit though. But let's end off on a denim note. This stage was definitely super exciting when I first saw it. I was like, hell yes, Girls' Generation Mr. Taxi vibes. Anyone, I was totally feeling this. It looked like black leather mixed with green leather. Like, I was so intrigued, but then alas, I was bamboozled into thinking that this was green leather when in fact it was denim. These green accents are actually denim in disguise, and it was the lighting that really put us off. Thanks, KBS. This again feels like fake grunge. Like, it feels too well put together to really give off those grungy vibes. I'm not really feeling the denim mixed into this. Like, not my cup of tea. At least distress the denim as you've distressed me. I think I need another break. I'm gonna start accepting applications to replace me on this channel. You just have to be naturally annoying, and that's all it takes. But alas, this is actually the end of my outfit roast. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Thank you for joining me in this wonderful journey. I hope you had a nice time. Otherwise, there's no refund system in place for wasting your time. But like, I doubt any of us had anything better to do anyways. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and share it with friends you don't have. You can also follow me on Instagram or my second channel. You can also join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. You can get a cute Kevin emoji next to your name. You can see videos earlier, among other things, depending on which level you are at. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. Thank you so much for all of your support. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!